Hey, I'm Dr. Sarah, Staff Veterinarian for Life's Abundance, and in this episode of Pet Talk, I want to share information with you about a relatively new area in veterinary medicine called palliative care. In the not-so-distant past, when a pet was faced with an incurable disease or in constant or intense pain, most treatment plans involved euthanasia. How many of you have heard the words, we're out of options at this point, so you should consider euthanasia? Well, I'm here to tell you that there are more options than ever in between curative care and euthanasia. Palliative care is an emerging field in veterinary medicine that is a viable option for keeping pets comfortable and living with their people for a bit longer. It is not geared towards curing a pet's disease, but rather towards providing relief from pain and other distressing symptoms. Palliative care intends neither to hasten nor to postpone death. Ultimately, it's life-affirming and teaches us to regard dying as a normal, natural process. It uses a team approach to offer a support system to help your pet live as actively as possible, enhances quality of life, and can be applied to any stage of the progression of serious disease. I have seen firsthand that pets who receive palliative care early in their disease seem to live better and longer. Palliative care is good for you, the pet parent, as well. It offers a support system to help you cope, trains you to attune yourself to your pet's physical and emotional needs, and most people find that the increased attention and physical contact allows them to feel closer to the companion animal. If your pet is facing a terminal illness, palliative care gives you the one-on-one time needed to come to grips with the disease and say goodbye in your own way. Palliative care can be a wonderful option. However, you should bear in mind that it may not be for everyone. Some people may not be able to take on the emotional and time-consuming day-to-day care of a sick pet. People who live alone, are in poor health, or have very heavy work schedules will probably need assistance. You should also carefully consider whether you have the financial resources required to care for your pet. If you think your pet could benefit from palliative care, pethospice.org or spiritsinTransition.org are wonderful resources to learn more and offer nationwide directories of veterinarians trained in palliative care that are ready and willing to help you. Many people ask me if they should euthanize their companion animal if he or she is suffering. Well, Dr. Robin Downing in Pets Living with Cancer recommends that pet parents establish a bottom line for their pet's quality of life before the time comes to make the decision about euthanasia. At what point is your pet's quality of life unacceptable? When he can't control his own elimination, when she can no longer stand or walk, when his pain is out of control. With this bottom line decided ahead of time, pet parents can know that they will make the right decision when the time comes, and that the final release can happen at home. I ask pet parents to look past their own feelings and truly consider whether or not their companion animal still wants to live. It is painful for us to witness our beloved pet's health decline, and in this, as in so many areas, we tend to get lost in our own experience. Non-human animals are blessed in a way because they tend to go with the flow without asking questions. Even at the end of an animal's life, being in pain does not automatically equate to no longer wanting to live. Did you know that fasting is a natural preparation for death? From the human field, we know that the dying, they just don't feel hungry anymore. Much happens in the last days and hours for a dying human or animal in terms of getting ready internally for the great change of address, and it is a beautiful privilege to see our loved one off, neither holding back nor trying to hasten death, while creating a safe, comfortable, and loving environment. Whatever decision you make, it is good to know that palliative care exists as an option. It can transform the alarming circumstances of terminal disease into a life-affirming experience. In the words of Dr. Clough, death isn't losing the game. Death is unavoidable. It's part of life. If you make death a safe, loving, and comfortable experience, then you've won the game. It's how we can help our companion animals live until they die. Thank you so much for watching, and check back next month for another episode of Pet Talk with Dr. Sarah.